Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
I must leave you.
My dearest cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of the Bridge Alliance and Teleme. Seeing them both in the same room is rather surprising, isn't it? But please, Your Excellencies, explain to us what brought you here.
Sire, I have come to humbly request your help. We have been sustaining terrible attacks.
Really? Are the natives behind this again? Unless it is those traitors of the Guard.
We aren't sure, but it is almost certain that the natives are involved. Governor Burren is hoping that you could send him your cousin, as well as some troops.
It would seem that we are in a similar situation, sire. Our city has been sustaining terribly violent assaults, and our losses are great. Our Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some help as soon as possible.
Dear allies, knowing that you are in such a delicate situation fills me with sorrow. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. Regarding sending my cousin, he's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you described fills me with fear for his life, which is most precious to me. No, I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We are so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to him.
Absolutely, sire. And we thank you both for receiving us.
May the Enlightened always keep you in his divine blessing.
Lord de Sade, I've been hoping you would come.
Your Excellency, I heard news of the attacks against Hikmet.
I am ashamed to once again rely upon your kindness, but our situation is quite desperate, and you have proven such a valuable aid to us in the past.
How might I be of service to you?
Animals, creatures have been attacking us relentlessly. They throw themselves upon our defenses day and night. They do not even try to avoid our weapons, rushing as if to swamp us in infinite numbers. Our best soldiers fall exhausted from fatigue, the others die shredded by their claws. Please find the origin of these attacks and make them stop. If we cannot hold out, the entire population of Hikmet will be devoured. I sent a small group of trackers so that they might follow the trail of the creatures. Their last message came from a dangerous area in the hands of natives. The savages are certainly at the root of these evil attacks. Who else could have trained all of these creatures?
Could you indicate the zone in question?
Alas, no. I didn't get the information. You must meet the... No.
Come closer. All my wares are in the backyard.
You managed to make it through. A group of these enraged beasts managed to get past our defenses.
Yes, we fought and defeated them. But how did they make it through?
My men are exhausted. We killed some of them, but we were overrun. Our situation is getting more and more desperate. I don't suppose I need to warn you about the dangers of this road.
Actually, that is why we're here. Governor Buren sent me. He wants us to find a group of trackers.
And I hope that he'd sent you as reinforcements. Silly me. It looks like all we're good for is dying to protect his bloody city. But you wanted to ask me something.
Like I said, Governor Buren is hoping that I can find a group of trackers, with your help.
I'd like to see you try. Indeed, I was ordered to send out a party of scouts, which I did, despite our losses. They were supposed to find the bastard who's been sending us these critters. One of those savage sorcerers, no doubt.
Can you tell me which way they went?
Sorry, Your Excellency, I won't tell you anything until I receive some help. You have to understand, I hope that these men are alive. They are also under my command. But those who are here with me now are my main preoccupation. And as we speak, they're dropping like flies. Not to mention the fact that if this outpost falls, there won't be much left to protect the city. So you can go and tell the governor that if he wants me to help you, he will have to help us first.
I understand that your situation is desperate, that you want to take care of what appears most urgent. But it's not simply about me saving a few men. It's about stopping these attacks once and for all. By getting to their root cause, I intend to put an end to it. And then any help you hope to receive won't be needed any longer.
You hope that you will stop these attacks, but you have no... Sorry.
Maybe there aren't many of them.
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicines. If you can bring it to me.
Do you know where this...
From your city...
Very...
The three...
We'd... I must...
Goodbye. You managed to make it?
Yeah.
I don't...
Governor Burr...
But you wanted to...
Like I said... Can you...
But though not so...
I understand that your situation is... But it's not... By getting to their root cause...
You hope that you will stop these...
There are...
If you can bring it to me...
Do you...
The fleet...
I must...
Goodbye. You managed to make it through.
Yeah.
I don't...
Governor...
But...
Like I... Can you...
But not so...
I understand that your situation... But it's not... By getting to...
You're right. I'm sorry, these attacks have made me lose my nerve. I don't know what I'm saying. They went towards the west, where the rebels are most numerous.
Are you talking about the Danae Exregao?
If you like. The governor is certain that these savages are behind the attacks, so I sent my men to find their camp. This isn't the first time that we've tried to find them. But now our survival depends on it.
I see. Well, thank you, Captain. I'll try to find your man and put an end to all this.
Good luck. And if my men are alive, send them back here, will you?
You can count on me. Could you tell me again what it is that you expect from me?
We were supposed to receive a shipment of ammunition and medicines, but we're still waiting for it. If you can bring it to me, we would at least be able to heal ourselves and have enough bullets to sustain these assaults.
Do you know where this material came from?
From your city, New Serene. The caravan transporting it was supposed to pass through here 2 days ago. It must have been attacked. But with a little bit of luck, its cargo should still be intact.
Very well. I will retrace the path. It shouldn't be too difficult to find it.
The three of you won't be able to bring the crates back by yourselves. 2 of my men will accompany you. Please, hurry. Without them, we're even less likely to hold.
We're departing right away. I must go. Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellence.
Soldiers, are you the ones who are supposed to help me search for the caravan?
Yes, Your Excellency.
We're ready to leave as soon as you wish.
I'm ready. Let's go.
We'll follow you.
Here! There are tracks of a heavy carriage. They must belong to our caravan.
Let's take a closer look. This looks like the place the carriage left the road. There are also some animal prints. They were being chased.
They must have tried to escape them by taking the small path.
Let's follow them.
I hope that those who are accompanying the caravan are still alive.
You have witnessed the violence of the attacks we are sustaining. They must all be dead. I'm more worried about...
They're all dead. They were torn to shreds.
But the cargo is still here, and it looks like it's in good condition.
As for the carriage, it's damaged. And without it, we'll have a hard time transporting this to the outpost. It'll take a bit of work, but I should be able to fix that.
Make it quick. I'm afraid that the beasts may not give us a lot of breathing space.
There. It's a makeshift repair, but it should be enough to reach the outpost.
We'd do well to depart now. Dragging this carriage won't be easy.
Let's go. An attack could happen soon.
Here you are. I don't know how to thank you. Our cargo has finally arrived. With this ammunition, we'll be able to hold bolts, and the medicines have already given a boost to 3 of my men.
It wasn't an easy task, so I'm pleased that all this...
But I give it
Goodbye, Captain.
Goodbye, Your Excellency. Who are you? What are you doing here?
Are you the scouts sent by the governor of Hikmet?
Can't you tell?
He was worried that he wasn't getting any news from you and asked me to find you. He wants me to help him put an end to the attacks. Have you discovered anything?
Yes. A camp of rebel savages. We suspected there was one around here, and we finally found it. They must be the ones sending us the beasts. They all come from this region, and these barbarians have sworn to eliminate us. So we...
You may be right, but I'd rather be certain. I know the leader of this camp. I'll go talk to her.
You knew of this camp? These savages are responsible for dozens of deaths, maybe hundreds.
Diplomat. You should go back now. I'll take care of it. I wanted to speak to you about the assaults that Hikmet and its outposts have been sustaining.
Assaults? We have nothing to do with it this time. My men are not ready to attack the big city.
They're not being attacked by men, but by beasts. Dozens of them.
So, they are also attacking the Renaigse. That's a relief.
What do you mean?
The animals are attacking us as well. They throw themselves at any man crossing their path, as if they were enraged. They even throw themselves at the camp's defenses. I had never seen anything like it before.
We need to find out what's making these beasts so aggressive before they overpower this part of the island.
We? Do you want us to work together?
Why shouldn't we? Don't you want this to stop too?
That's true.
Mal! Our guardian! He had changed! He is attacking our own!
What? Come, follow me!
not I?
No idea. I'm sorry. It left me no choice.
You fought bravely and you did what you had to do. Our Guardian had changed. It no longer recognized its children, and it was the one leading these beasts against us. Something really bad must have happened to it.
It looks strange. As if it was sick.
Guardians don't get sick. The beasts.
And yet you and I saw the same thing. The attack should stop now. What are you doing here?
Who are these Renaitse? Spies?
They only came here to discover the source of the attacks.
And they thought we were responsible.
Why are you still here? You should have gone back to the outpost.
I'm sorry. We were uncertain that we could trust you. You said you knew these people, and then we heard cries, and saw the giant creature attacking their camp. And we realized that it was this creature who was leading the beasts.
And you discovered that we weren't to blame.
Yes. I'm really sorry. We should go back to the outpost now.
Then, if we let them go, they'll tell their leader the location of our camp.
Are you prepared to swear that you will never speak of this place?
You saved our comrades and maybe our city by killing this beast, so... Yes. We swear.
I hope that they will be true to their word. Fine. They can go.
We are extremely grateful.
Thank you, Duran. Now, let's go tell the governor of Hikmet about this guardian.
Qua awalem segrenaigse. And if you find the one who's behind all this, kill him.
Seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that you were in need of our help.
Indeed. She must have told you that we were being attacked. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people believe to be sent by the demons of the island.
Some people? So you're not certain that's the case?
We were mistaken when we thought them responsible for the Malicall. I became more cautious. But no matter where these attacks come from, our men are becoming exhausted. One of our outposts to the east. I beg you, you must aid.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining terrible attacks. The animals appear to be crazy. They already killed several of my soldiers.
We're actually here to help you.
Are you the backup? We were starting to lose hope. I must admit that I was praying for more soldiers, but any help is welcome. We're under attack every night, and we've already lost a lot of men. At this rate, we won't survive another night.
Don't worry. We will do everything in our power to make sure that you do.
You still have some time to prepare, before these beasts attack again. Or we could wait together until nightfall.
Some preparation is necessary before defending against such an attack.
Understood. Come find me again when you're ready. You still have some... or we could...
All right, let's wait.
Ready, weapons? There they are! We have succeeded! Bravo, soldiers! We have resisted. Thank you, Excellency. I do not know what would have happened had you not helped us. My troops and I owe you a hearty drink. Thanks for your help. You are an extraordinary fighter. If it weren't for you, the outpost would have undoubtedly fallen tonight.
If these attacks are always this violent, even with our support, it won't hold much longer. We must uncover the origin of these attacks.
I've thought about it, and I sent a few men 2 days ago, in the hope that they would find out where the attacks came from. And first and foremost, why they are attacking. But I haven't heard from them since. I'm afraid I might have sent them to their death.
Could you at least tell me which way they went? I might be able to track them.
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives call the Woods of Lightning.
Thank you, officer. I will do everything in my power to find them. Until then, try to hold on.
You be careful. Goodbye.
running out. Take a potion. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
If we want to follow the tracks of those soldiers, my child, I think we should go to the northeast.
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
What happened? You saved me. Thank you. I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
Your officer sent us. He told us that you were looking for the origin of these attacks.
And we found it. We followed the beast's trail and it led us to a large glade east of here. You'll find raised stones there, the ones which are worshipped by the islanders. There was a creature there, a beast so large and so ferocious. I've never seen anything like it. That's what must have been attracting the animals. We wanted to kill it, but it prevailed. All my comrades fell in battle against it. I fled. I had to inform the lieutenant.
And you were right. Don't worry, we'll take care of it now.
We took some notes, and we drew a map as we progressed. It may be of use. Everything is in that chest over... Here. Take the key.
May the Enlightened protect me in this
This creature looks a lot like the one who is attacking Hikmet, and seems to be afflicted by the same disease. I'm certain that a human is behind this epidemic. These creatures wouldn't attack in such a coordinated manner if someone wasn't leading them. Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you? You are back. I hear there are no more attacks. Once again, your help was a blessing. Did our troops survive?
There were some losses, but the outpost is still standing. And it's thanks to them that I was able to follow the creature's trail. The officer sent out a small ping that they would be able to solve.
Did his initiative bear fruit?
His men died, alas. But following their tracks led me to the creature who was leading the animals. It resembled a Nardaig Menaemon, a mountain guardian. But it seemed like it was sick. Its skin was covered in stains and ulcers, and its behavior was different from the other guardians I've met.
Where could it have come from? And why did it send all these beasts after us?
I don't know, but someone must be behind all this. These attacks are too coordinated and too complex to be the work of some creatures.
You are a man of great ingenuity. I have no doubt that you will solve this mystery. At any rate, I am extremely grateful for the help you have given us.
You're welcome.
Anything else?
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
Are you still willing to spend some time with me?
More than ever. Come.
Those who fear the waters should stay within the shore's sight. Those who fear the pain that love procures should shun the flames when love endures, and from founder and blight. That is the next part of the poem. And I also have a question. What do you think about it? Are you afraid of sinking?
I know this poem, and I think this is the way it ends. For if water could quench love's dying embers, your love that burns and pains and severs, I would douse this fire with the sea of all my tears.
Then we shall set sail together on this bitter sea, my tempest.
Your Excellency, have you been informed?
I've been told, yes, that the attacks have ceased. Hikmet has been saved, thanks to you. Was it the natives, as I suspected?
No, they were not the cause, and were also victims of the attacks, and their losses were great. The animals answered to the call of a guardian, whose behavior was totally unlike the others. Exactly like the one who led the attacks against San Mateus.
These creatures normally protect the natives, answering their call. Why did this one attack them? Are you certain one tribe is not attempting to dominate the others?
I don't think so. The Guardian looks sick. No native would treat such a creature like that. No idea who it might be.
Waiting,
Excellency.
Would you like to speak with me about any other subjects?
I have to go. Look forward to seeing you.
Farewell, my lord.
Sir de Corsilion.
De Sade, my young student, what can I do for you?
The mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Oh, this is remarkable work. You explored the entire surface of the island. Well, almost. Congratulations. Thanks to you, our merchants and explorers will be able to reach the heart of this island safely. The prince will surely be very grateful for this. I know I am. Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
I found some notes which were lost by Professor Seraphedin. His expedition was far from easy.
Investigating such gigantic creatures is bound to be perilous.
Indeed. Unfortunately, we also found his corpse. I'm sorry.
Oh, poor man. His devotion to science cost him his life. I will make sure I share the works you have brought me with his family. This research is fascinating. It must have taken a formidable amount of courage to pursue it. But some sheets are missing. Keep an eye out for them, would you? Maybe you can find them. Can your old professor still...
Looking forward... Constantine.
My dear cousin, I'm always happy to see you. What news do you bring?
We managed to solve the problem of the attacks on San Mateus.
Really? So, what was causing them?
The city and its outposts were continuously being attacked by animals. These beasts were led by a large creature that strangely resembled a mountain guardian.
This is the same creature which High King Vinbar turned into, isn't it?
Exactly. Except it looked sick and it didn't act like the High King did. It was calling the animals around it, and it seemed like it was transferring its disease to them before making them attack. I have never seen anything like it. And there's more. Hikmet was in a similar situation. Do you remember?
Of course. Don't tell me that a Guardian was involved there as well.
Yes. The governor was convinced that the attacks were led by the islanders. And yet they were being attacked as well. And it was by their side that I fought the creature. That time it was a Nardai Glenderman, a beach guardian. But it seemed just as sick. And it was also manipulating the animals to make them aggressive.
So, it would be some kind of epidemic affecting the Guardians. I don't see what we can do about it. Actually, I think you've already done what had to be done, by eliminating those that were threatening our neighbors.
Perhaps. But I'm certain there's more to it than a simple epidemic. These beasts attack in a coordinated fashion, which requires an intelligence that they don't have.
You're exaggerating, dear cousin. The attacks you thought were coordinated may just have been coincidental.
You may be right, but I can't help thinking that someone is behind all this.
Do you really believe that a Denegad would want to take over the island? Cousin, you know how much I respect you, but frankly, this doesn't seem very coherent. And we have other reasons to be preoccupied. Another epidemic, one that concerns us a lot more, remember? You should try to meet this Enon Milflicterman, who is so well protected.
I have. It wasn't simple, but I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island.
Really? You should have mentioned it earlier.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going to help us. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earn the trust of the pretender who seemed to be the best choice.
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was right about you. Tell me, who did you choose?
Dunkus. He's the king of the village of Vigyigador, and a Denegad full of wisdom.
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary. It was an incredible experience.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree, as strange as it may sound.
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the Earth so much, we have poisoned it. And the disease has contaminated us through the water that we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the Earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the Earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it, however. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
Yes. Something rather disturbing. He talked about you. He said his existence was in danger because of you.
Really? But that doesn't make any sense. I never hurt anybody on this island. Unlike our neighbors, I have never abducted or tried to convert islanders.
I don't think that's what he was referring to.
Cousin, please, you know me. I have made some mistakes, but I never threatened anybody. The only person who I put in danger is you. And you know how sorry I am about that.
Yes, I do know.
Forget about it, will you? This god manifestly wants us to pay for the sins of our fathers and to have his revenge for the invasion. By sowing the seeds of discord between us, he's probably hoping to weaken us. Do you realize that you have succeeded where everyone else has failed? The whole continent should be thanking you. But I see it's already quite late. If you'll excuse me, dear cousin. Regrettably, I must leave you.
Where are you going?
Not very far, rest assured. But I have a small personal matter to take care of, you see. Don't be concerned. There's absolutely no risk. Use the opportunity to take some rest. You've really performed miracles recently. See you later.
But why would he leave like that? Guard, do you know where my cousin is going?
Sorry, Your Excellency. His Highness didn't tell me anything.
You are one of his bodyguards, aren't you?
I am, Your Excellency. But recently it has been difficult to force His Highness to accept our presence.
Recently? You mean this isn't the first time he's left without an escort?
I'm sorry, Your Excellency.
You better tell me everything.
But Fine. I don't mean to be disrespectful towards him. But His Highness's behavior has been very peculiar recently. He sleeps very little, and goes out alone almost every night.
And it didn't occur to anyone that I should be informed?
Well, His Highness had specifically ordered us not to tell you about it.
And where does he go? I thought the days when he used to go from tavern to tavern were over.
He doesn't go to taverns, Your Excellency. From what I know, he goes outside the city.
Where could he go outside the city?
I've no idea. We saw him going north. That's all I know.
Listen, I understand this matter is putting you in a difficult situation. You were supposed to protect my cousin wherever he went, but he refused and ordered you to keep your mouth shut. But Constantine is not just my governor. He's my cousin. I'm worried about him. He's already been abducted once when leaving the city. So, if you know anything else...
I don't really know where he's going, Your Excellency. But I think I know where you could find out. When he doesn't leave the palace, he stays in his office for hours. He writes so much down in there that he could fill entire books. Here, I have the key. Take it. I hope you find His Highness and manage to make him see reason.
I don't like this at all. What could he be doing outside every night?
Normally, I would have said getting drunk at the tavern. But clearly that isn't the case.
I'm starting to believe that the revelations of Enon Mil Frictamen had some truth to them. Let's rummage through his papers. We may find a clue.
closer, good people. The cure...
Ah, you're... Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see... Have you seen any... Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Come closer, good people. The cure in what?
Hello, Your Excellency.
Sorry. It can't be easy to discover that your cousin has descended into madness. But we can't let him kill these people simply because he's afraid they might have seen him.
May the trees on your road always bear fruit.
Thanks. You saved us. These beasts would have torn us to shreds.
These animals were strange, as if they were enraged. Thanks again, Renaigse.
I'm glad I could help you. And perhaps you can do me a favor in return. I'm looking for a young man, a Renaigse, but he looks a bit like an Onol Manawi.
Someone like you?
In some ways. But his marks are different, darker.
He's talking about the crazy Donegat.
Indeed, that might be him. Do you know where to find him?
No, we see him passing by around nightfall, but we don't know where he's going.
He walks along the path, often followed by some beasts.
He has a sinister look in his eyes. He scares me, so we stay hidden.
And you do well to hide. I think he's the one who sent these animals to attack you. Do you have any idea how I could figure out where he's going?
He could hide in the old house. He would see him passing by and could follow, couldn't he?
You're right. If you take this path to the right, you'll reach an abandoned house. You can hide there. And from up there, you will be able to see the path perfectly.
Thank you. You've been a great help. And stay hidden. You may still be in danger.
Be prudent, Onol Manawi.
I'll leave you alone.
Qua awalem seg.
We can't be seen from the path. Let's wait here to see where Constantine goes.
I see him. And he's not alone.
He opened the passage for himself here. Let's follow him, quick.
Constantine, what are you doing? Cousin! You're here! I would have preferred that you learn all of this another way. To be able to reveal everything to you in better circumstances. But whatever power we earn, there are some things that escape us.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but what are you doing here?
I seem monstrous to you. I am well aware of that. But I promise to explain everything when the moment is right. Then you will understand. You will see. The temptation is so great to share all with you right now. You have done so much for me. You have given me so much. I haven't forgotten, believe me. But I still have more to do. Forgive me and have patience. Hold them back. But do not kill him for anything in the world.
Constantine, come back and explain yourself.
To think I taught this spoiled brat how to wield a weapon. And now he's throwing feasts at us.
He's gone mad. Is the only explanation.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
No magic left. Drink a potion.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion!
You saw him draw from me, steal my children, my guardians, pervert my force.
Yes, but I don't understand.
What he wants: eternity, strength, power. It is what they all want. Those who take without looking beyond themselves. Like all those from the faraway lands.
He wasn't like that. He couldn't care less about all that.
Then it is the sickness, the brevity of his existence that terrified him to the point it changed who he is. You must stop him. Each time that he bonds, he destroys me a little more. And with me, the hope for a cure. And now it's my heart, my most sacred sanctuary that he covets. You must kill him.
That is madness.
The consequence of his folly, yes. Believe me, there is no other solution. Stop him, flesh of my earth, or there will be nothing left to save.
I still can't believe this.
I understand what you feel. I have trouble believing it myself, but Enon Milfrichtaman never lies. We need to stop your cousin by any means possible.
We must learn more if we want to understand his plans and prepare against them. This hiding place he was talking about in his notes. We must find it.
If in his folly he remembered just a small bit of what I taught him, then he shall warn his guard to be ready for us. We will need to be discreet and find ourselves allies.
You're thinking of all the creatures that he has perverted. A veritable army.
Precisely. And against an army we will need soldiers. The natives will follow you because their god has ordered it.
We might also be able to count on help from the Nords. We'll need to speak to their admiral. We should also be able to count on Sieglinde. Her troops will be all the more welcome. And of course, we can also go and find the Mother Cardinal, as well as Governor Buren. What an absurd project. On the continent, they would brand us crazy, but not here. On an island where everything is possible, and all folly is accepted. Let us go. We need to put an end to all of this. Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
Do you remember I thought that someone must have been responsible for the attacks you sustained?
Yes, you thought that this guardian who sent us the animals couldn't have been acting alone.
And I was right, sadly.
You're hesitating. Are you afraid of my reaction?
Indeed. As the person responsible is none other than my cousin, Constantine.
Does this mean that the congregation has decided to wage war on us? And thanks to which obscure alliance has your cousin been able to manipulate these creatures?
And he betrayed us as much as he betrayed you, believe me. As for the way he manipulated these creatures, do you remember that my cousin was sick?
Absolutely. And it is said that his recovery was the result of a rather suspicious miracle. Are you telling me that your cousin has made a pact with the demons of this island?
Something like that. He was cured by a Donegad of the island who performed a bonding ritual. But the power he received from this made him thirsty for more, and he bonded himself to other places, thus gaining control over the guardians who were protecting these sacred places.
But why attack us? Did his madness make him forget about our alliance?
His thirst for power is making him want to control the island entirely by himself. And I know that for this purpose he will soon attack the natives' main sanctuary on the volcano. I won't stand a chance against all the creatures he's taken control of. And I need some help. I will go and find the other factions, of course. But we need the help of Thélème. Having a common enemy should help us forget all the differences that have been opposing us.
The idea that we would protect the sanctuary from an insular demon is completely insane. But you have helped us several times, and I trust your judgment. You can count on our help. My men will fight by your side.
Thank you, Your Eminence. Thanks to your wisdom, we have a chance to prevail. I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
May the Enlightened bless you.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sardet, and to what do I owe this honor?
I have come to solicit your help and to propose we forge an alliance.
An alliance? Against whom?
You remember, no doubt, the attacks that fell upon Hikmet, but also San Mateus, and against the natives.
Of course. You told me that different Guardians sent the beasts.
Precisely. And the Guardians were manipulated by someone. I discovered who it was. This revelation will not please you, but I have no choice but to tell you. It is Constantine.
Surely you jest. What is the meaning of this? Do you know how many men have died during these attacks?
Allow me to continue, I beg you. My cousin's sickness shook him to the core. Then, there was a ritual and his capture. And Constantine has fallen into madness. He has been increasing these rituals in order to link himself to the island, to gain power and manipulate its creatures. He is fighting a war against everyone, and it now appears he wants to take control of Tirfridi. He is preparing to attack the Volcano Sanctuary, and I need help to stop him. It is in the name of the congregation that I come to see you. Constantine betrayed us as well.
That's madness. It is complete madness. All of this superstitious nonsense. These absurd theories. I believed you sincere, Desarde. Which does not mean that I believe you now. But no matter. You are in need of men to stop your cousin who has already attacked us?
Precisely. I have already gathered support, but I need as many allies as possible.
Let us be clear. I don't believe for an instant that this story has a link to the island or whatever foolishness, but I do trust you. You have rendered us valuable services and have supported us. And since we cannot allow the crimes of your cousin to go unpunished, we will stand beside you.
Thank you, Excellency, thank you. You have improved our chances of success tenfold. I have to go. Look forward to seeing you again.
Farewell, my lord.
What brings you here, Ono Manawi?
I came to ask for your help in stopping my cousin, Dunkus. Did you hear about the attacks of creatures led by strange guardians throughout the island?
Yes, Darren sent a messenger to tell me about it.
My cousin was sick, and to cure him, Katasak used the bonding ritual on him. But the power he received from it made him mad, and he started bonding himself in other places. He transformed his guardians each time, and used them to attack those he considers to be his rivals.
What you're telling me, terrifying. Katasak and Devoshtire should never have bonded him. Your cousin is breaking the balance. He's consuming, and will only want to consume more.
Indeed. Enonmil Frichtemann warned me that Constantine was now targeting the sanctuary at the heart of the island. I cannot fight him alone. I need allies. I already convinced some other factions to support us, but I also need the help of your people, because we must all stand together to stop the threat that is weighing on the island.
Your will to create an alliance between all the peoples on this island is wise and noble. And the call of Enonmil Frichtemann cannot remain unanswered. We will be by your side in the battle. I am not a fighter, but Deirdre will lead our warriors. And I would also like for you to take this weapon. I pray it will be useful in the fight that is coming.
Thank you, Dunkus.
Don't thank me. You managed to earn my people's trust.
and you fight for a cause that affects us all. May the earth support each of your steps, and may the volcano give you its strength.
I must admit that I expected Dunkus to be more angered when he learned what Constantine had done.
He's a sage amongst sages, even amongst the Donegada. Enon Mil Frichtemann speaks in his ear. I think he already knew what was happening, even before we came to see him.
That confirms it. I made the right choice. Teofredi couldn't have a better High King.
Desarde, what can I do for you?
I have come to ask for your help, Admiral. My cousin has been plunged into madness, and he apparently wishes to conquer the whole island. He took control of many creatures by reenacting rituals he learned from the islanders. And now he uses them to attack the cities and the villages of those he considers to be his rivals.
A difficult situation, admittedly, but one that does not concern us. Who's in charge of the island is none of our business, Desarde, and you know that.
It actually does concern you. If my cousin takes control of the island, soon there will be no ports where your ships can berth. He's not looking for political influence. He desires power. Absolute power.
I see. It's a decent argument. So what now?
We must stop him at all costs. And for that, I will need allies. I already have the support of other factions, but I was hoping I could count on the help of the Nords.
You can. My men aren't really used to fighting on land, but they will be by your side. You have proven time and time again that we can trust you.
Thank you, Admiral.
May the winds be in your favor, Desarde. You'll need all the help you can get.
Come closer, good people. Liqueur and wine from the continent.
Oh, it's you, Menawi. Come and see. Already. Beautiful
Hello, Commander.
Lord de Sade, how can I be of service to you?
I have come to ask for your help.
I'm at your service, Your Excellency. What is it you want from me?
We need reinforcements to protect the sanctuary of the Islanders, north of the island.
Very well. I will send some troops there. But may I ask who or what they will be fighting?
Creatures, in great numbers. And probably my cousin.
I beg your pardon?
As your men must have told you, he has changed a lot recently. Ever since he was cured of the Malachor and bonded to the island, he has become obsessed with power. He is now targeting the heart of the island. If he succeeds, we're all doomed.
I have indeed heard reports of the Governor's peculiar behavior. Since he is our employer, I asked my men to turn a blind eye. But thanks to your help, we avoided dishonor. I won't forget it. If you're telling me that we are in danger, and that we need to go to this sanctuary, we'll go.
Thank you, Commander.
Anything else?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I also have a lot to do.
Move away! Things are
The cave that Constantine indicated in his note shouldn't be very far.
He has guards that are very loyal to him. There's a chance they'll be protecting his hideout.
Constantine has marked several places on this map. I recognize some of them. They are sacred places for the natives, places of connection. This place, this journal. My poor Constantine, you have completely lost your mind. What are you hoping to achieve with these rituals?
No Donegad has ever done such a thing. It goes against the balance that we are defending. Enon Mirfrichteman was right. Your cousin wants power. He is feeding from the strength of Tyr Fredi.
So much so that he's threatening Enon Mirfrichteman himself. He wants to take his place. To think he's been plotting this absurd plan for weeks. He even used us to achieve it. The intruder in the sanctuary was certainly sent by him, to scout the place. We'll need to gather allies if we're going to stop him. But we will also have to weaken him and break apart the bonds that he's established.
I don't know exactly how these things work. And unless you do, we're gonna need help. How about Dunkus? Mev scares me a little.
You're right. Let's go and find him.
By doing so, he has acquired a power that no Donegada has ever possessed.
That is why I need your help. We need to break some of his bonds in order to weaken him.
Rest assured, all the Donegada will answer to the call of their Hoi King. And with their help, we will heal the wound your cousin has opened. However, to accomplish this, it is I who will need your help.
What can I do?
During the ritual, the one who is bonding himself spills some of his blood near the base of a stone. And this blood summons a guardian. The guardian lifts the stone so that it may serve as an anchor point for the bond. The only way to break this bond is to have a guardian topple the stone. We will be able to do it, but these rituals take a long time. Too long. In the meantime, you must prevent your cousin from drawing magic from the place. Here, take these seeds and plant them at the bottom of your cousin's bonding stones. These plants grow very fast, and their roots will prevent him from drawing the strength of Tifradi. However, you must be careful, because the guardians corrupted by him will come to defend the stones.
Thank you, Dunkus.
And thank you for wanting to stop your cousin. Don't worry. I will send my people to finish the work of the plants I have given you.
seed Dunkus gave us at the base of the raised stone. Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarder of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond. Access the stone now, and plant is a seed. Look! The plant seems to be growing extremely fast. The Donigarder of Dunkus's clan are sure to be here soon to finish breaking the bond. Hello, Glendan.
Virt Tirtomadon Olmenawi. What can I do for you?
To tell you that men are going to come all the way to the sanctuary. Some Renaigse.
I thank you for coming to warn me in person. But our High King has already spoken to me. I am disgusted to welcome warriors of the faraway island. But the decision is not mine. And in truth, we do not have the choice, do we?
No. It is all of Tirfredi and Enonmil Frichtamen that's in danger. We have need of every able warrior to protect them. You need to prepare yourself as well. I fear that you will not be spared.
We will fight, have no doubts. Because such is our duty and our will. These are our lands that are attacked.
I have no doubt. Good luck, Glendan.
May the rocks give you their toughness. You shall need it more than everyone else. Can I do anything else for you?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua awelem seg.
How are you feeling, my child? What you are about to do is difficult.
Don't make it harder than it has to be, Petrus. Fighting against your cousin isn't pleasant, but it's the only logical thing to do.
A nicer way of saying he has no choice.
Indeed. I must stop Constantine, regardless of what it may cost me. Not only to obtain an antidote to the Malachor, but also to save this island.
I have learned many things by your side, and thanks to you, I was able to give my mother back to the earth. I won't forget this. And this is my land, my people. I will be by your side. You will not go through this ordeal alone.
What's happened to Constantine is regrettable. But you're doing what must be done. You're a good person, Greenblood. And you can count on your old master of arms to protect you.
We will all be with you. After all, this concerns all of us, doesn't it?
Naturally.
We will be by your side to support you both physically and spiritually.
Thank you. You have been precious allies, and you are proving once more the value of your friendship. Now let's go. It'll be a shame if we arrive too late.
The entrance to the sanctuary has been forced. A fight took place here.
Constantine managed to get through. Let's hurry.
Disade, glad to see you. Sadly, we couldn't stop your cousin.
He suddenly stormed our position, along with a horde of enraged creatures. We didn't stand a chance.
And now there are beasts attacking us relentlessly. My men are doing all they can to stop them.
We thought it best to stay here to keep the path open for you, should you want to face your cousin.
Thank you. You did well. I'll do everything in my power to catch him and stop him from carrying out his plan. Keep holding on as long as you can. I need to be able to reach him.
Wait, there's a group of creatures coming.
Maybe enlightened protect me.
Then let's go!
I hope you are ready to be.
Potion if you want to cast more spells. I'll stay here with them, Greenblood.
He's right. We must help them stop these creatures.
Are you sure?
Every minute gained is a minute that allows you to save us.
Glad to have you with us, Kurt. Just like the good old days.
And thank you too, Afra. It is an honor.
Enough with the talking, Greenblood. Go.
And stop Constantine. I'd hate to be doing this for nothing.
In that case, thank you. And good luck to both of you.
Maybe enlightened protect me.
Let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this feint. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
There you are. I was starting to think that we would die here for nothing. Your cousin just passed through here with a horde of beasts, and he keeps sending us more.
We won't hold very long. We're not used to fighting creatures like these.
We are, and we will hold long enough for you to reach the heart, even if we must die in the process. But you must chase him. You must prevent him from performing the ritual at all costs. If Enon Milfrichtimen dies, we're all doomed.
I'm well aware of that, believe me. But here come some more beasts. To arms!
I'll stay with my people.
And I'll stay with her. One blade more can't hurt.
We need to prevent the beasts from following your tracks.
Yeah, we could use some help here, to be honest.
I wouldn't have put it that way, but the Morridigan isn't wrong.
You see? Over and done.
You should go now. And may the volcano give you its strength.
Well, good luck. Oh, and Vasco, be careful.
Is this the last time we'll see each other?
I don't know.
Go.
There you are. Praise the Enlightened. Your cousin...
has already reached the heart. Our other allies informed me. They are also trying to stop the creatures.
What do you intend to do?
Pursue him all the way there and do everything I can to stop him.
In that case, may the Enlightened keep you in his divine... Oh no. More beasts are coming. Be prepared!
Take a potion. May the shadow engulf our enemies.
I'm staying with my people.
I knew you'd say that.
Well, I wasn't going to let the young ones get all the glory.
Your help would be a blessing, Father.
You see?
You should go now, my child. Be careful. We are all praying for your success.
Thank you, Petrus. Be careful too. Constantine! Restrain him!
do not desire your death. I'm sorry.
Why? Why have you done this?
But for you. For us. So that we may live free at last.
This makes no sense. Constantine, it's madness.
You don't understand because you're still attached to the old world. This old, dying world which, to survive, has betrayed, used, and manipulated us and would not have hesitated to kill us.
Perhaps, but
I've seen death, cousin. And I understood the vanity of it all. My father's ruses just so he could earn more power. The political bowing and scraping to preserve corrupted nations. I have been offered unrivaled power, allowing me to get rid of this. To send the old world back to its inevitable death and to build something new here. Something unique. And this new world is my gift to you. You and I could be its new gods. The immortal and benevolent monarchs.
He himself is the incarnation of the old world he is speaking of. He has its vices and its poison. For his own immortality, he's prepared to destroy everything around him, to break millennia of cycles. I implore you, flesh of my land, think of all the lives that will come to an end to feed his pride.
Don't listen to this old god. He's like all the others, after all, clinging to life. All you have to do is to bind yourself here, with me. And we will be gods together, forever.
What a shame. Good night, sweet prince.
After the fall of Constantine, my young student managed to establish stronger links between the old nations and the natives. Some of their Donegada were even invited to the continent, and with their help, it slowly became a land filled with life again. And for the first time in a long while, the number of cases of the Malichor is decreasing. Those who bravely fought at Dorhad Genadu were celebrated everywhere. After all, if it weren't for this unlikely alliance, the island would have fallen into Constantine's greedy hands. Following this amazing victory, Vasco was awarded the rank of Commander of the Fleet. But he refused this honor. He preferred to stay beside the one he loved, although they do occasionally put out to sea. Sieglinde took Kurt as an advisor, but he insisted on keeping his place alongside his former student and friend, watching his back. Siora obtained the title of Marl of the Red Spears alongside her twin. She leads them with wisdom, but often reunites with the one she still calls her Karants. Afra set aside her weapons and went back to her research on the native culture and flora of the island. It is said that she is even writing a book with the help of Dunkasi's clan when not visiting her friends. Petrus's ambitions have finally been fulfilled. He obtained the much-coveted title of Cardinal. Despite the responsibilities implied by such a title, he still sometimes visits the one he calls his child. Despite the help Ulan received, which allowed him to restore the importance of the seaside Nemeus, he still had to renounce the role of Marl as he faced the contempt of the other clans. Her friendship with Anaixe helped Deirdre to overcome her reticence. She willfully accepted to follow the orders of her new High King. Dunkas and his people spent a lot of time with savants and theologians. Patiently, they shared their knowledge of the earth and learnt new techniques from one another, and in so doing, they restored balance between the New World and the Old. Following the investigations revealing the horrifying practices of Dr. Asili, the Alliance changed their methods and even appointed an ethics council to oversee the work of its scholars. The public revelations of St. Matthias's life led to a deep change in Teleme. The Ordo Luminis was dismantled for good, and the missionaries' purpose is now to establish dialogue rather than conversion. Now that the Naut sailing techniques were known, others tried their hand at them, without success for the time being. Simply knowing the techniques could not take the place of the Guild's centuries of experience. Under Sieglinder's control, the Guard returned to the honorable values that had made its reputation. And they did so all the more easily now that their shadiest members were out of the picture.